Another morning again inside Riyadh. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country Riyadh. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala na Riyadh, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside Riyadh. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country Riyadh. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala na Riyadh, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside Riyadh. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country Riyadh. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala na Riyadh, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colores, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside Riyadh. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country Riyadh. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala na Riyadh, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of a program called Colores right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, we discuss issues them where they come out of the different newspaper them for the morning. Well, we don't come for talk about the different issues them we actually don't come. Amongst the paper them where we get right now inside the program now the Aoko newspaper says special report how Libya's Gaddafi era Craft saddle Sierra Leone with a faulty ferry. You as well get new finance act set to squeeze loose, making companies to pay 3% of turnover. And as well we get we contracted for colored voter ID card, but not black and white photos from the vendors, ECSL chair stated. We as well get importer explain to bakers reasons for shortage of fuel in Sierra Leone. This is another story there for you inside the Arco newspaper for this morning. The next one at the News Times newspaper, we say as she rallies tens of thousands of women, Fatima Bio rocks steady for landslide victory June 24. And goodies and legacies of the Bio presidencies, volume 3, gender sector, the groundbreaking law that will change the position of women in Sierra Leone forever. President urged women to collect voter IDs. This another story for inside this edition of the News Times, and then get as they collect their voter ID cards. President and First Lady calls for peaceful election. This another story for you inside this edition of News Times. And the other one, Provision Times, we say OSD Northeast Commander assassination. McKinney police investigates 31. And as well as embassy calls for its disbandment. Lebanese union faces legitimacy crisis. And the killer parliamentary welfare bill hit the rocks. Salwako restore water supply to Kenema. And at high verified launch, UN calls for promotion of political tolerance, peaceful communication. This is another story for you inside the Provincial Times for this morning. And the Sky Times newspaper say attempted assassination allegation was mines minister targeted by Chinese company. Parliament rejects insensitive welfare bill, and Sludge denounces killing of police officer in McKinney. Citizens question inconsistencies in voter ID cards. At 34 military hospital, Life delivers medical supplies to First Lady. And MTCA and NTB holds EIF training workshop for stakeholders. This is another story for Inside the Sky Times. The next one at the Premier News, we see Taiwan Islanders open new routes to prosperity, and UN urge political tolerance and peaceful communication. And they get Sidmouth residents support struggling village. Choitram and Natco boost constituency 115 with solar lights. This is another story for Inside the Premier News. Sorry. The Calabash newspaper, now the next paper for this morning, we see new WHO country rep extols Sierra Leone for drastic reduction in maternal mortality, and as police mount investigations, Sludge and Guild of Editors denounce killing of policeman. Indian government support ECSL with indelible ink ahead of upcoming elections. Independent representative of QNet Sierra Leone donate 10 Calabash to Calabash newspaper. An executive director of Pekin Business cautions politicians not to involve kids in politics. This is another story for you inside the Calabash newspaper. The next one, the Salon Compass, we say voter ID cards, biggest scam ever. And you get assassination attempt on mines minister. Chinese company accused. This is another story for you inside the Salon Compass. The next one are the Independent Observer. We say as he donates to APC Pujon District, Omregoli calls for unity to winning 2023 elections. And Joe Lee, Life, Fashion and Legacy. I think let's talk about John Lee. Okay. Jonathan Lee. Okay. Parliament assures passion into law review. Child rights bill. This is another story for you inside the Independent Observer. And the next paper for this morning, now the Concord Times newspaper, we say APC SLPP condemns destruction of campaign billboards. As well, get killing of OSD coordinator receives a wider condemnation. UK puts Sierra Leone on a red list for health workers recruitment. C4C gets new flag bearer. And how African benefit from the new historic IC's Treaty on Maritime Biodiversity. Children make passionate appeal for passing of child rights bill. This is another story for Inside the Concord Times. The next one are the Success newspaper. We say in Kabbalah, local court authority undermine justice. AK security complaint sets the record straight and Africa's growth remains low. Amadou Nalo enters the MP race. This is another story for you inside the Success newspaper. And the next paper, now the Solutionist, we get representatives receive welfare instruments. Then you as well get Chade condemns killing of law enforcement officer, call for transparency and speedy investigation. Assassination attempt on mines minister. Chinese company LEONE Rock King O Mining Sierra Leone Limited. King O Mining Limited accused. This is another story for you inside the Solutionist this morning. The next one, now the Salon Times, we say with days remaining for government to respond, another mining company takes Paopa government to international court, and Sierra Leonean university lecturer calls on Ghanaian government to close down witches camp. Parliament ratifies South Africa visa agreement. Is it Africa or Arica? Anyway, MP blames Speaker for delay in passing the Wages and Salary Compensation Act 2023. This is another story for inside the Salon Times newspaper. Well, all the paper then this way we get inside the program this morning, where we basically can look at the different issues them way then don't carry this morning. Well, the one with the possible don't get inside the program this morning for let we come talk the different issues them where we don't already hear. Well, we not go talk about the all, but the different one we don't hear, we will take some of them. The one we will get na Abubakar Singate Jallo, we same way to na the Edman for Solutionist. Abubakar, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Tell what thank you, are you safe?
Thank God.
Okay. And we just start the ball rolling this morning, and basically one follow we look at, the issue. Let's start with your paper. When are the Solutionist, right? Okay. So we start with the Solutionist newspaper. It gets this banner headline we say representatives received welfare instruments. This they talk about the law where they reject this BNTM.
Exactly so.
All right.
Welfare bill.
Yes.
Welfare bill then reject na parliament.
Well, then the tower said they not call a welfare bill, then call a Parliamentary Act of 2023.
No, they hide on that. You know, the problem was at the timing we didn't count the bill.
Okay.
Yes, the parliament they close election 25th
Mm-hmm.
and parliament.
Mm.
Then they can't count the bill at this point in time where the one who don't get time for get
Sorry, Mr. Jallo. Sorry, very sorry. Not been put to you, mic on. Very sorry. Okay, yes, we did talk about the bill. Yes, for Parliament for lock next week when are the 25.
25.
Yes.
Parliament for law.
Yes.
And then count the bill at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Why this time? Once you don't go 5 years, no call that bill. Right? We go na parliament. One man who says the first law of nature na myself.
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you do, na yourself force the put. Why make 5 years, you know, do am? At the initial time, you know, do am.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than increase the remunerations or salary or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
This ending of the 5 years, we then just left 2 weeks, then call that bill, very controversial bill. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
And they reject them, and the opposition they reject them. Now, Honorable Amadou Alphaba,
Yeah.
I reject them. He based the argument on the economic situation of the country right now.
In as much as in points away bring come say for example, then they say 6 parliamentarians then die, but thousands of Salon people they don't die because of bad, how you call this thing here, bad health service, poverty and other things. Them in point them being very good, but we see inside the speaker, the leader of government business, the deputy speaker, they all been vexed. They say this not hypocrite because now they all don't sit down for agree on that.
Well, I say it can be, say women don't see this bill or this instrument. If you go through, and this will benefit what they get. Can you imagine? Presently, they get benefits first. They pay them 21,500,000 every month, any MP. Yes, so they give them money way something like 18 million. But now for facilitation by whatnot. They get beaucoup facility right now they get. But this bill, you go further for empower them. Because they try to compare themselves with other countries, other MPs there, like then Kenyan, even Liberian herself.
Yeah.
They pay them well. So then they can say each MP forgets they shot somebody. So that time they follow MP go sit down and do the shot, no go able the time too short. So if they get that the shot person there, wait they at the office, say this an NP, this an a shot officer this. They go they shot all the issues them in terms of development, in terms of economy, accountant to the MP. The MP now wait for presenting a parliament. So they look all the kind facility they were other country MP they get, we they not get. Now they can say this is the last time. So my way they go in a kaigenu, Aliu. So some they go in a kaigenu. Yes.
The speaker now one.
This our time.
The speaker now one.
No, call him. So man they go in a kaigenu.
No, but wait, we know the call name, but this not just the position. The speaker na one because it not get for Kai again. That not anyhow we want for talk, not get for Kai again. So we want for see like it gets this kind of luxurious, comfort after you've done left power, because according to the MPs them, this not the third gentleman inside the country. After you get a president, the vice president, then you come to the speaker. Where in the case of the absence, where they all two know they're in the charge of the country. So instead need for live a luxurious life after he left power.
And make. At one time, where APC guys them they argue say, in the private of the speakership, and this because I will give a speakership to somebody who did at the opposition. When I the third gentleman, they come, just imagine the president not the vice not the another take over, not the third gentleman they take over, not the speaker. Then if the speaker will be chaired by the opposition. It's a conflict. That first me up on a parliament, agree at all, let them get speakership. Because
you see, now we don't understand. I be honestly they forget about this in the number 3 man. But
yes.
If you look rationally, technically, but Ibak, make sense. If the posse way call left as speaker undermine the president.
Very good. Or then go out for 1 month.
Yes,
or to go out for 1 month. Then the opposition take over as president. And then get power for impeach.
Yes.
Then they never trigger them or for say, we trigger this clause. But then the constitution for impeach president where he violate the constitution. Then the constitution.
That is why the president always wants majority in a parliament, so they're not able for impeachment.
Any kind way, and they forget majority today. And make all our faith in our parliament ready for this. One let APC get stuff like that speakership because we get in a problem. So then get the government's head in parliament, not the leader. You understand? And the lazy government. So if the APC catch that circle, that confusion, like most of the bills that they go in parliament, they pass.
And if we find out even the finance act, then for the delay and the approval of budget.
It will be difficult. In that sense, a fine way the ruling government can always get edge over than because look at the standstill where they happen. If the opposition gets parliament, they get plenty standstill there. Something will come to parliament, so no, this no pass. Wait to say
and waiting speakers in a final.
A final.
And nobody no get right for stand up to the speaker where they talk.
Nobody no get right for stand. Go and get power. One thing where the parliament gets that they regulate themselves. Parliament and they regulate themselves.
That is why the president always want to get control of the parliament.
That's good. I don't let it and they can fetch over. So
thank you. I think you don't try for educate we this morning because something in the weekend vex. They impose the speaker. Then now we don't see the reason why they impose the speaker. Now we don't see the reason why they always wanted the majority in the parliament.
yeah, it's always the answer. And the reason that you because you know what now power struggle no more. You all come to this instrument, we call the issue where I put on my own paper, front page. Now issue where because you highlight hypocrisy and nothing and call way the speaker and the head of government business and even
the deputy.
This guy deputy Oman Atwa because they don't put brain at the much.
Yes.
And last bit. You understand? You don't put at the much. So therefore they think and now see this person now who left now of go you can now you can fetch for one earlier than we say the time no fetch for again. But this is like a wrong move then do at the wrong time. Just imagine I live with this economic situation at the country. You go pay one person, you wanna just representative, you go pay thousands of dollars. What you mean? They compare salon and I see why they compare salon with Great Britain. Say one House of Commons MP, they receive some 200 and something thousand pounds.
But you know say we representative the at let's say hello take for example why I talk so. Then people are when they compare so now then they give me money for we sustain we safe. Then the one way they give money back, they go compare with what they get.
One thing, we economy force, we GDP per capita is different. They compare salary and beating. We get different economy, we get different GDP.
Well, now so we see the style of even the government. When people then talk about certain things, then they won't go Britain. They say watch economic downturn at the Britain.
Yes. Well, and it's how they compare. See, well, one MP they get the shatter, they get big money with the gear. Yes, in England, here in Salon. You like we see we economy for na sorry they can sorry for we then give money for law we instead give for budget assistance. You understand? And give for grants. But then itself na slow grants.
So why we country, why we leaders them both parliament and the executive arm? Why don't not copy good thing of how we for copy how for elevate the people from poverty? They always compare the bad part.
Bad part. What I mean, me don't take on that issue there. The system, how the system operates. First, we therefore put down all the system, overall all the system. You understand? If we get a good legislature, get a good executive, and for discharge the executive with the legislature. Let us see them are brother and brother.
Yeah, because the president now married. No. Anytime the presidents go to parliament, the speaker not the taking seat.
Yes.
We mean say he's still not the head of parliament.
No, in a member of parliament.
And at the head of parliament, not to just member of parliament.
Of course. Head of parliament. That's what the constitution say. I make it get it today. Yes. That's what the constitution say. Get it today. We watch them. And all they tell you say, I may get the power. Me, I get supreme executive authority. I guess it
because all of the arms of government, it gets saying there.
Yeah, it gets saying there. And they appoint the judges then. So you can do anything. So you see, unless we look at the constitution, we try for review and make sure say we get the right path. But for now, all things are jabala the republic. All things. Go soon as soon as they tell you. Even you say we should do that, if they make you as president today, you know, go one that parliament, they go na the other man. Yeah.
No, not true.
For your own job, you don't plan for the people there, you go be stifled.
Yes.
You understand? You go say, no, I want to get the parliamentary and then I want to get even the judiciary. For my own power. My power sweet so the trappings they very enjoy. They enjoy them. We don't get the trappings of power, they enjoy all. You don't have left one. I make another bill, when the opposition, you say for a look at the constitution. Now you don't need it.
And not look at me again.
From where did he? What he inherit from the APC, that CRC. Let me go do. That if you consider go do. Let me get some recommendation. And they just kind of look at them all, what's they all.
And the one that only gets interest, where it get benefit to them, not them it touch.
Yes.
Like the PR system.
When you see, it give them power.
Yes.
You not pull them all. This president go on for the power, they will reduce in power na. No person they do that they in the power, they go reduce in power na. It's not possible. So you see, so the issue of that bill, which make Alpha one part, Alpha not ever go to the speaker in lobby or in chamber we talk for that bill. Now, Mark Mahmoud, where the Bombali, that NP, that top guy where they may appoint for be the head of the committee where we go talk. You understand? For approach the speaker.
And I think this one back na Koinadugo also.
This guy where they call Mara.
Yeah, Mara.
Now, in my appoint for present then condition them to the president, they may invite in a parliament and go talk for them on behalf of parliament. So nobody talk on behalf of EPCO. They talk on behalf of all the parliamentarians and they appoint and they go talk. You understand? So
then they allow the opposition then for take the lead in as much as now on their behalf.
Yes.
So when bad name they come, then they push on to them.
And then they push on by yes. That makes Tawasi most of the opposition there and then come with that big.
Yeah, because Tawasi himself then at the committee, but he never attend meeting.
Very good. And make Alpha back Paopa them because he said they attend meeting.
And that really pissed the speaker off because the speaker will expect big thing.
Yes. If he retire at that age, that man they go to 80 now. He retire, he get one vehicle. The vehicle they use right now in parliament, a state vehicle.
Yeah.
They go with one. Then he get 2 bodyguards.
House help.
Money they pay him. House help.
Yes, furniture then I also 50 million.
Very good. So that they all they can say this na good retirement for me. I make it vex so you need to think of the country. That man you know you think
I don't ever see vex this kind of way.
10 or 20 years. No. Now old pa. If you can't do this kind of lawyer, it affects you go for left. And they die this no. You go. Now who they left? Now we get for a fair made to pay that
so
money.
I find out one thing again. This different from what we talk about, but it's so much close. I find out that the speaker most of the time they do things the way they in your interest. For example, if you remember, there's I think Tijan Kaba been seized some of his property them where under in your regime they don't make the property all long back in hand.
Yes, that's what you do.
Then pass law now in a parliament where give and the right to in property again.
Yeah, that's what you do. You know, once we do it bad, when a precedent you don't set so. For any other government with kind of power. And we just stand it back as a precedent to justify himself with the call for that day. You understand? Because you know put on generally for like all the government seize them property, then let them give them back. Now for only himself, you do one for. Because under Pakaba, you don't seize the property then. Yes. So you just do one, so then gain all the property then. So you don't do one. Well and good for them. You understand? You must need a power. They need a power for 10 years maximum for left. You understand? And so if let's say power change hands right now, what you will tell me, but this area we don't so, we don't see some houses them. You understand? What you will tell me if that government say back, okay, now they can't do that law, now parliament, all the one they seize the house.
But let's look at this thing. This one not a conflict of interest as well.
A conflict of interest, of course.
And a corruption that
was a corruption, yeah, but corruption
is not see that at all.
Corruption if free, plus if free na salon, corruption free.
As long as you get position.
Yes, because the man they were in power, and the control. You understand? This is no good sit down and you are in a real conflict of interest.
We under the ACC
when something
Act,
concerns
corruption and column.
Corruption, yes, but then they see and so, and we see that rights.
Because in a speaker, and they make law for them. You know, I can say most of the time the government and the members them of the government or the ruling party can try for use legality for approve illegality.
That's what this government do right now. Anything we they know say illegal.
Yeah, they run for go legislator.
Yeah, legislator very good. You know, say doing the census business. I know if me the follow up. I know if the follow up doing the census. They don't ever present the instruments in a parliament for legitimize the census.
Now I made them go for push and by force.
Very good. Because they know say, in fact, they may forget safe. Now, terrorism with the speaker. He said, but this thing they do so, you know, fine. We don't ever pass instrument at parliament here for not give them a legitimacy, let them start safe. What do they do so? They don't start. This is don't start. So don't start.
Process don't go, money don't approve, all thing don't begin going there.
Very good. They don't start now do the what they call.
They don't even cancel the first phase and the second phase.
Very good. And when they can notice say now, no, we not put instrument at parliament and go time. When they go time, as they no open space for the all man participates, then go force her. And can have faith in parliament, that stand off in parliament, we MP them to then call by themselves. Or all tend the CC, when they cannot blunder, and they tend the car for can correct issues. You understand? That's the problem with them.
So, but not to this sense. A lot of things then they will happen. For example,
Let's
this
also,
terminal
yes.
or the airport, as people may call them, where they do so before ever then the contract signed. They don't sign the contract before they go and go to parliament.
That's what they're doing. Even the terminal, what's it call it?
Yes,
Because
the
according
ferry
to the
terminal
contract,
for the ferry there.
very good. Ferry terminal back where they give
They don't
talkies.
give the
What's
contract
it
done. They
called?
don't award everything before
They don't
ever they
sign
can a parliament.
everything. They don't sign everything.
So this, if
Wherever they
we
can
may
a
get
parliament.
any government, for example, we're very much serious, then there's no need for they allow some of them things they have for they happen.
No, well, you able forfeit them because what's making able forfeit them? And they in governance. The can't say this not so. If the parliament will be under the opposition, we may get issue with them. Like up to now, they only get that airport too. They couldn't get that LEONE work. Because no the issues and therefore we don't put them to obey. And then send them into political oblivion. They see themselves or for like cast that the people order self need one. And make them don't want that they want the man then the legislature because they never sign agreements then, sign what them call them, so they want that leeway for them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And make a bad they do what them call for member. Okay, let's say government change hands. If you see that contract with them give Suma for Bila Airport, you say they no reversal. And we see them and sign contract and ever count the bill in parliament.
So this is not
now we
bad
don't
things.
sign the contract.
How long we will continue for do them things they are? When one government can sign, the other one can cancel. People go afraid for cow them business inside the country.
Well, very good. That the one thing with these governments fail for realize. Go to them call foreign investor forum.
Mm-hmm.
All the foreigners they way they can invest in this country. Either to mining or to go to business them and get forums so they talk to themselves. They go to with the mining companies they can.
So since you talk about the forum of the mining company or them business people, let's look at this paper quickly. Where himself gets similar thing. In salon time say, with days remaining for government to respond, another mining company takes Paopa government to international court. This is not the second time, right? And they take them to international court.
Yeah, the second time this now.
Who's company
and that force them to win that case. Well, now this one company now they started calling London Mining.
Now I mean first go them.
Yes, that something mental.
Yeah, okay.
Let me first go them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Go in a court because they mean cancel the license. Then people then na APC may give them license.
Mm-hmm.
So when come, they don't even say, okay, now we'll review the license. Maybe cancel them, one review and for put T for the I for the, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Or then can then cancel the license and make that company they carry them go na court. Go then spend some time they make at the end of the duty they go compromise with the people there. Go compromise with the people there. The people they come back, they cooperate. You understand?
And now then they get cheap consensus them.
Started to get fear because of the chilling effects we don't happen with the company.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to take action against that company, you say they're afraid. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because they know say they don't force this with the company. So now they will look at the company and say, yeah, I don't left no more updates. Then give you also never give you. You understand? So you don't put the company ahead of them. Because the company now will say, I don't afraid them again. Or almost win they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? So you don't put the economy into what you need to see one direct investment in this country right now in terms of mining company or that thing because they talk to themselves. If me and you, the journalists, understand, they talk to themselves. Ali, I see this thing. No, me, I get different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because we go there, if you not do so, they go design you to them call the agreement. So they talk to themselves, they understand themselves. So people they forget for goodie. If me can invest in a salon, I get millions of dollars. I can invest in a salon on mining. Then you tell me, say, y'all not kaya. You always then carry put something by you. It go scared me away.
Mm-hmm.
And then call it scared investors that are away. They go free for can invest in this country and make the dollar and I they see they run. That's Usain Bolt because we not get direct investments. We need to export nothing.
Nothing, no they make we count dollar.
Nothing, yes. Make for count dollar, you know, the not because of you don't get that to them people and they fear. And they fear. You can't put the money in there, then at the end of the day, it become that kind of the fear.
All right. The program where you watch right now,
Yeah.
we had now
Yes.
colleagues on we had na YouTube and on Facebook. We get Abubakar Singate Jallo. We na the Idman for Solutionist newspaper. We they talk to we on different issues them this morning. We can go to another issue quickly. The issue of the ECSL. The ECSL now the next issue where they can touch on quick one inside the program. The Salon Compass gets this big banner headline where basically they tell we say let's just see voters ID cards, biggest scam ever, and then we get the Awoko newspaper where itself gets, this part of the paper we say we contracted, for colored voter ID, but not black and white photos from the vendor. So Singate, let me look at this issue quickly.
Well,
This
actually,
issue of the voter ID card, the biggest scam ever. So come on.
well, I'm super the liberal because
How you
if me
see
you don't
I need
agree,
your own direct opinion. What do you see about this card?
well, I'm it is ingenious.
What do they mean?
The people of
Make
Sierra
no people understand.
Honesty no did it.
Okay.
Reality and truth no did. Because then tell we see, and this present situation saying that will be colored, will be black and white. Like when I did in 1961 business, you understand? We may no born itself. And then it can go show 1961. And issues and the way now they just laugh no more. Ali has to God when the election thing for car, go get plenty issues and back. So it got the way you cut, you pick another day, you cut the face black, then go reject you, so you cut this in this. No, only for so then call watch you and watch this person in face. You say no, go it first in a corner. And time they go, the time they tick. It's okay, you can't for canvas monitor. It's okay, you now wake up first na card and get issue now come up in a corner first. You understand? Mm-hmm. So the more issues and the more people they get. The first thing, we don't know the vendor, we don't sabia. Until we see the vendor, say go print this here and na Greece go print her. You understand? Okay. Greece, what's a salon? You understand? And then say the bid where ESL puts out na international bidding. So now one company now gets the bidding, but you get a local partner. Who is the local partner?
We no sabi.
No sabi. And ESL not come out until we see the local partner na Aliu and Associates or na Aliu company, no sabi than they. And what's mean the specification where if ESL may give the partner, what are the specification they may give them for me the car, no ever know than they. Let me say initially when they put out this thing, this bidding, forgets the specification, the public, all the parties they know.
The agreements, the plan on
agreements,
how
yes.
The card for
I for the very good, but you know, say people them they raise that issue there. Because when they not address that issue there, another issue don't come back.
Except if I miss some, but biometric then say they give me.
Yes. That I mean the what's they call. In fact, don't see for we make bad force. And tell me say whenever they register you, then go wait for capture if you don't register to say. Or you come back, you can't see that thing they let me become scrutinized. You understand? Then until we say now, then get people and my system will get this past 210. How then it will be when I tell you say wake up for register, the machine will catch you if you want to register back because then you use NCRA. Then at the end of the cancel back then will delete 250,000 people then we register twice. Do a spreadsheet. Show who say people register twice. Then this kit show we day or this constituency show we day, but that not happen. So because we're not able to address the issues and they make the get issues and up till now soon. From the time of registration, they get issues they don't address. Say to printing of the card, they're not able to address them. So one of their face. So my face will get black. So my way yala, the issue now we get fear.
The issue of the
black
card, the faceless card, they mismatch, in the names and other things. Them not a strange thing. From the time when they do verification, we don't see all of them things. But it's like the company where they give, even when they don't do verification, the information they don't make use of them. It's like if you don't give the register to them even before they can do verification. Now just down them because all of the problem we see during the verification, where they for don't correct them for this ID card printing, now they will see back. In fact, it was than what we see.
It was severe because if you get a program, you get 1, 2, 3 program for Riyadh. Okay. You know, say program 1, you go interview Mr. Jallo. Program 2, you go interview Ba. Program 3, you go interview Shengbe Pierre. If you no interview Mr. Jallo, program 1, one can interview Shengbe Pierre, then will lead you. Then go speak to program 2. We interview program 1, they speak to program 2. But if you chop them in the all, they also then call it become impounded. The difficult. Because the kind of can also, if I like say, we then register first, and you take all the registration and give the people there. We then come do the verification now, they not give them back a backup, say, okay, this is now verify one than this. You understand? So the people then go print, so man not gets what's in a call, not gets face in card, they get name, but so man back, what's the phone back again. So man day, now woman.
We see what Aminata Kamara and Amanda did.
Yes, Amanda did very good. So you see, if I like say they not even organize it in there. So the issue now is who is the local vendor?
And now the first thing is we see this kind of great problem. The last election not also.
Yes.
The last ID card.
Not also. But what we get understands the local vendor. A possibly a place that they high. What's in
yes,
call?
the name where we get for instance, then they call the president's sister Admiral Bio also.
Yes, and say then that's what they talk to go
that
out.
That is why from the time I mean listen, you know, somebody from the communication director on 98.1, he refused for to give the name of the local vendor. He refused for give the international vendor in name. He refused for talk about the price until then first and before he give it say now over $1,433,000 and spend.
Come on, but I can't cut this with
1 million. Well, interestingly, Jallo, this now waiting ECSL the communication director say na 98.1. So I say $1,433,000 na they spend. But we understand say even past that amount.
Okay.
Look what in the ECSL say again in this Awoko newspaper. I don't know if na yesterday the whole press conference or so. I look forward for that. He say we contracted for colored voter ID card, but but not black and white photos from the vendors. ECSL, you know what? So now look at this. Jallo, you get your paper solutionist. If you go now, you print in press for go print solutionist working come up blue and white. It go give you all black and white. Waiting could be una problem. Waiting can be una waiting. In my opinion, in doing business, if me don't give you contract for go do this, I know they pay you the remaining money.
A problem. I call a breach of contract.
When you for even pay damage for that, you the vendor.
Damage, yes, because not true. In running out one thing, me they come out colored. And color they come out sweet. They put color na then 1 million someone get they pay for colored. You understand? Then in that color they pull, you get adverts inside. You get adverts. Now the adverts, then the price don't go up now. One page now 1,500,000 get colored. At 3 million. One page color at 3 million. Since I spend at 6 million. So let's say in an event, I get all the adverts the inside. Even though inside are black and white. But now the color now do and it make the advertiser happy for advertising the paper. You understand? Then at the end of the day, I give colored, I pay you. Then you can pay me black and white. It's an issue with the ACC. ACC will take action on that issue. You understand? Because no bargain for black and white. And a breach of contract, and if they give you a colored, now because of the local vendor and somebody where they now then I places them. Because if I mean them me and you too, they don't can say I don't it's all the money. You understand? ACC don't come out say no, this is a breach of contract. The contract will then give them there. So therefore refund the money back or then put in a call. Or when you see that they happen, and they don't give you for go print color, you can't print for me black and white. So they pay damage for the advert inside the page. You understand? They pay everything. Then if I want for print it back, I will print it. But if I decide I will go that side, I'll go that side. Because you don't breach that contract between me and you two. That bond, that trust I get for say if I get Ali, will let print for me colored, they go print for me colored. You understand? But now I feel say Ali know if I print for me colored, you get black and white. All that thing again, if you don't for print colored for me, call me and get me your side. Say, go, Jallo, I need for print colored to do. I don't know no more now. I could do one. You understand? But you know, inform people. In fact, when the thing they can't save by right, if don't say people and say then carry they come next week. Also get from the man just say the carry don't come. So when they doubt the card, if not grease them printer force. But when they doubt the card, not grease them
they
printer.
lied to we one time. Again, this same interview on 98.1. In the beginning, this guy say grease the ear controller, then the strike. And that make the card and not come. At some point, he said no. Paris, then the strike. You know, so now they the issues then they. At some point, you know, it just get conflicting. And when we watch, for example, Greece, the ear controller them, the same way ECSL said then they strike, they not strike. Then in fact, they for strike like 3 days, you know, like today na Wednesday, then for strike like Saturday. ECSL long time we say them be the strike, now make, which of course the strike for them for strike now 24 hours. Then come, they say Paris, then be the strike na the airport. No strike, no go on at the airport. They say that the car them get stuck na Paris. You know, nothing like that no happen. So how, like you say, a lot of people in the race concerned whether or not this card actually go out. Let's give another scenario. For make, you know, them fly there, so I just begin land for make them fly there. I don't even get the idea. The machine, I not sabi use them. But because I placed in a very high position, then give me contract.
Yeah.
Say let me self able for it. So now they don't know the problem we are faced with. But now ECSL they run for time. They're not able to go back and say, okay, we can't get bidder. No, we take this money that you had because you not qualify. We can't bidder. So then just get for managing rubbish where they get it.
Man, that kind of contract they give the money all. They give half. They all that contract the way be determined by EU, World Bank, IMF. Then they give by trenches. They are now.
See any sign at the world where they pay up front 100% for the work.
Oh no, this not card. But by rights, they don't pay half of the money.
Yes, half. It no matter waiting.
Half. Like when you think car, if not be opening and we say no, only pay the balance again. I don't wish to contract.
Any business you supposed to do advance payment.
Yes.
And then you
advance
left the
payment
balance.
for the upfront. Yes. But in this case now, because the people that were involved, so man not eat. They make now they call them damage control. Then you do so now. Now don't come with another system now back. If you not get you face that you card, they snap you. You understand, eh? They get this at you, they make sure say they give you something like attestation with you like that. That's a very no guarantee.
So you know the way how maybe they look at the other time again, even that snap when you say so, then they snap and register you back. Possibility they follow them snap and register somebody we don't ever register before.
Of course.
And they even get the pre-printed and journal, when at the book they outside and they write in them, they even get provision for add more names than behind. So
add more names in yes. Any kind of thing happen. Any rule out.
So would I know if you know, like we've been seeing the last election, the registration, where they tote machine, political party and the tote machine say that they go and do register. We see the video them where they not be no waiting and
yes.
Alone in like so waiting we go short say now ECSL go do new registration where they go add to the journal. Well, because one thing we're dangerous right now, even the political party there not get the final copy of the register yet. Because ECSL be promised to get the electronics copy, but they not get it yet.
Not get it because the thing put in call. Not get it. All things scatter. When you start number one, when you fail for plan, you plan for fail.
Yeah.
Yes. Number one, we not address number one issue. When I mean the registration. You understand, eh? When they get some issue during the registration, we Marcella raise that point, they say there are issues for
you know, since you talk about Marcella and Jallo,
yes.
When new come up with that idea there, we get another people where they say themselves now election observer them, where then just form them, Joseph Sano and all, come and praise ECSL. The Mambu, I call this Mambu, I don't forget his name. Chance Mambu this in Bobo.
Chance Mambu.
In Bobo, not in the big Mambu, in Bobo.
Okay, Bobo, yes.
Waiting Mambu. Himself come and praise the system.
Mambu.
So,
Moses Mambu.
Then praise the system. So ECSL fail for listening to critical voices them and listen to the one way na pamper them per nonsense.
When you say any government in Africa, particularly use government force na salary. What's the one for Egi? Now for give them.
Please,
we don't praise them. And then one for Egi, even the illegals themselves. Then one for Egi, say, but this say this way wrong. And this way you say fine, they're glad for you.
Yes.
They happy. But no one tell you say, this way you say wrong. And then they quick highlight to them, Moses Mambu, then Charles Mambu, then other people then.
Joseph Sano.
Then Sano then. Me I use Moses Sano outside me sabi. You understand, eh? Now people that way they don't the credibility in terms of civil society, they don't lose her. You understand? Because they count issues the way the benefits of May tomorrow. Not play down, not play the thing down. I count this point about this PR system we count as country. So we must say there is that point for that census. Say the census not timely. The census, there are issues with the census. Now it's care for admin that issues they for
And
very well
indeed,
pick up
the
the
been talk and
census.
say this problem where
Yes.
the census they develop it go affect the election process.
You affect the election where then the council up to now. After the census, then can what's the car like in the census now and the voter registration. Systematically, you carry this in Western area, see 600 people in the Western area, 600 something thousand.
Pan census.
Western urban. Yes. Then we can do now the voter registration now. People the way register for votes now, 500 something thousand.
More.
Now 590 something thousand, put it 2,000 now 600,000. So tell me now, if you pull that 600 something thousand with that 500 of the voters, then you minus something like 8,000 you get. So you want me to say 8,000 of people there and they build 18 years? No, it means skewed. That make them tell you say, that make them look at something and say that are the reason they make the call the PR system, because they look and say the census is rubbish by the voter registration. So that issue now, they in line again with, so you're the struggle no more now. I make the ECSL and say, well, I know we're getting the time short, I lie. Let me tell you, say they need the preparation for divide the country into very good into constituencies. Let me tell all the, I don't know if you get for listening that audio, let me tell all this, then divide the country into constituencies. Because of the census on rubbish. Those are the rubbish the census. I mean, they say, yeah, the only team, what do they do? Now we same PR system. You understand? PR system go for solve the problem. I mean, they call the PR system. Instead of we come back, then call that problem back. You understand? And this PR system, the first thing is to use PR system on constituency basis. Remember, under Pakaba in PR system, that district block. That's eight seats in each district, whether it's big or small, it's all over 8. It's na Bo, it's na Kenema, it's all over. But this now constituency then, you just look like Kaila and they get 10 seats. What are this? Then get 5, then get 6, then get 8, then get 12. Kenema get 12 seats. You understand? Based on population. So this KPR, we own PR system is different from the one which Pakaba may implement to. Now by constituency. You understand? All man go to my constituency, you get in deputy listing. They say Ali, Sise, number 1 person, we get the highest vote in this constituency. Second person in Wakajalo. So now listing. So that make like Kailan so now at 10 seats, they send 20 candidates from SAPP, 20 from APC, 20 from each political party. So that 10, then they succeed first. If then class then gets then country then get okay, we don't get 8 seats na Kailan, then the APC take 2 seats. You don't know. That balance the way they as deputy there, and the day now, if person die in APC, we meet in a parliament, like why they be now, and they can succeed. No more by election. Same way with SAPP. So the thing, they don't even explain to people themselves about this tier.
Nothing not the way ECSL don't do it in regards, education to the public. Nothing.
Yes, nothing on the.
I see 2 videos then they go all around with old part. One part is Tawa say, want the attestation because an ID card they want. If then we don't give them education, we don't talk to them enough of in Tawa that way. So now he say, in fact, he don't left the attestation because he don't want time. From when begin vote, from who stem this now ID card and the game, they know they can't give them attestation. Say na end there for you for go for. He say no one time because he don't understand what they happen.
I see that video there. He say if you don't can verify,
yes,
you look with talk this now. He say if you don't can verify, you don't complete, you don't see again and start sleep with the girl man so. You don't go now. I can't take you to them call. You can't face this kind of problem. I make the family vex. Say no one that nothing. They then get out in call with him. He call
ID card.
He call her. Yeah, so they get the ID card. Now he wants. I think I'm not really say left in card safe in sleep and get. I'm not really left for.
No, Yola.
What they not say?
Just left the attestation, give them back. He say na ID card you want.
And then back now that when any back he come during the election. I make into for the around. You go know. You see back tell me talk back during the election, but we get that same kind of problem. Why they come for vote? They say no, this not force na line force, wait for we force. They solve your own problem. Attestation, but you name not there. No to make that thing. I mean, I know that is that point to say. Then go do registration before the limitation. We not happen first. Now they can say district block. Now they can say constituency. Can you imagine? They say district block. Now they say constituency. I did box up the truth in there. So man register na like arrest na let's say arrest na Black Road. Then now this is the Pierron Canal. The name go for on Ferry Junction. You know that's in the right now. From a Ferry Junction. Time for votes now. Who's to go vote? If I go Ferry Junction, we say this man not today register. But my name Didi. Confusion. As soon as confusion about it during the day of the election, there is a low manager, small. We get back all the bad results.
So that,
when results don't
that's
bad.
I just want for ask. Yes. If from the day one of the process we don't manage, a new thing we just try for observe, we go let's manage this thing and damage the election result.
Yes, that's what that's the plan. I tell you now.
So what in this go there for cost we?
Plenty lately.
Because we see how all man at one right now. APC they at one, SLPP at one, all man desperate for power. What thing you go get for cost the stability of the country?
We one thing we they happen right now, it not only affects the struggle of the opposition.
No.
It even affects the struggle of the ruling party. Right now, I tell you so. At the same business. Once we plan bad, for say, and they do bad thing, not take time, and you pick it first and they fall and move for that thing first. And I tell you, because if you not we plan something for all man, generally, see, you get better. But if you say you plan something for let you get your own way, then anything they can then call you out. They say no, this is the manager for the observer force will go manager. Because of you know him for addresser at that point in time for NIP and the board, it escalates.
And I agree with you because even the time for the registration, that's why they add I think 2 days or so. We see the president come on do they go force young people for register. And not go na nonsense at enough. It go na Bo, Ken Ima and other side them. And we even see them do lockdown. Force them for let them come and register. But most people not agree for register.
And yes, but then it will be the greatest shock. We'll go for observe at this election.
So how right that now, will be shock? Where they provision they now for let them do registration back. So now we see them go host to host for go give people their ID card. Because
waiting bad something. This one and come on, actually they have to
instant you get
come on. They get a very good. When it's way do bad, they follow you back. You understand? This thing, they can explain also doing registration. They never get the not lockdown. The only boy and Kenman and get locked down. And what's happened that day? Rain come.
People
rain come and boy and Kenman. Rain come, big one. Say around them 4 and again 6. You understand? People they still not go vote, not go register. Now only few go register. And now the simple now we don't get back again back. They also explain you gets face not the park ID card. You say do registration. We go in and they say you name no there. God assign and you name don't fall. It's all on box up.
So man not even able patient. If you go once outside and say name no they go to the nose. So this guy for me worst when it comes to voter apathy.
If me go, you understand it? By 12 o'clock, I go edit paper. Then lastly, I go vote or go take my card quick. Now Congress. Why go? They tell me say no, where you face not there, wait for us, they can't give something for wait for us. Anytime they go, it's okay, they come back. We can get what we go do. You understand, eh? So that delay and they cause problem. We therefore delay to say the walls all the Jordan, like I only just so say hey this year they don't boil up on the beginning. Neck. And neck not able to stand out from the starting. Neck not able to stand out and tell me up till now. Neck not tell me who are the local vendor because you know say then in a conflict of interest. As we say the local vendor na one PD we na brother sister we na admire you. Now they go no conclude that see na no verify this na that way again.
But
that means say
they give room for that because they're not able to tell people.
Yes, because very good. Yes, that's the thing. They will tell people and say this and the local vendor this because if you talk people and this and local vendor this as how they area Ali I will be. They don't give people then the openness for say Why me no give that viewing sister this issue, this thing? Wait, no, say,
But look at what
president, no
happened
give
when
sister.
Madam Beyonce go take your ID card. They ask him what do you think about the quality. Say not to the quality important. As far as I'm concerned, the card flexible. I think everybody just go taking card.
That's so. You could don't create the avenue for that day.
Because we know, say for example, if Marabio, when are the first gentleman of the state, not happy with anything and they, like for example, how then say he not be happy with the chance he building and call on anti-corruption for investigate. So he need for take the lead. But we find out say plenty thing in the way they under in foot and not they take lead for that.
Yes, but as I used to say, even the ECSL raise concern on that card. Quality.
When I will cook and carry the story, say they not give for black and white now color then give.
Yes, they even raised concern about that press conference. It was yesterday. I remember it was yesterday. They even raised concern on that ID card. So if the president tell you say the ID card don't matter, but the information by the ID card doesn't matter, well, I don't know how you see that day.
Anyway, I will touch small bit on this issue before we go because we don't run out of time. We just thought it should be time. The issue of this McKinney, this policeman. Yeah, McKinney police investigate 31. You know, we see outside this OSD Northeast Command outside them being sent and go next wall. Well, we say now we know it before nobody say they investigate 31 people them. So how will they reach to this in the investigation? We know it before no. So what do you think of all this? In the first place, we first of all condemn any form of violence against anybody. You know, anything we get for do it, and then things there, no matter who that the person be, nobody not deserve for go this kind of way. That is why when the police do unto civilian, we blast and we condemn them. When civilian do them or whosoever, because this one we not even know the explanation then don't boku so much that we don't get to comment. So we wonder now how the police don't show 31 people for arrest and investigate them.
Well, just like we talk so any kind issue then nobody will support them. We condemn them outrightly. You understand, Because na life na go. You understand, They allow they tolerate them kind of thing happen in this country. More like where the country last left a month now or 2 months to election. Something they happen. Because a very good thing they call. That kind of the way that happens to. That kind should do happens to. A very rare. You understand? So for me, we know say what they ask for transparency in the investigation. We don't want politics inside of the investigation. They do not leave the investigation into politics. Because there are many people they talk now say, why McKinney? You understand, Why McKinney that thing go happen? Some people they talk now the social media say, well, na APC business, na this. Or man you talk na social media. Some this is already themselves. They indict the APC government right now, APC opposition right now say they hand inside. You understand, But when they ask the police and say, then they for everybody, to make sure say they investigate that issue, say that issue will happen, McKinney investigate and transparently. We just make almost that within a call. But no way for going inside the issue, what's happen, more details because we don't know what's happen. We don't know what's happen. What we will see more say then shoot and kill one OSC coordinator, and we agree. He left now to the law enforcement agency and the police, they charge with the responsibility for investigate and prosecute and bring to book the possible they be anything and they. I understand say they even look at the possibility why that thing they happen. And what for no done they will figure out the way police they investigate, then make the investigation public, when they update the people there. The way say 30 they don't arrest 30 people in McKinney. It is send a chill effect to the community. You understand? It even affects. I once say they even affect the voter collection of ID cards. You understand? So man, they know you go to the area outside that thing happen. They will collect the ID cards them. So man, one thing where they do
because the presence of the security personnel them.
Security personnel them. Yes, because I see some side where they say when they indoors they declare self coffee order. Yes, coffee. Because they look at and say this will happen soon now. Based on the social media, electrics and now gimmick and now they all over the place. You understand? Come on, they feel the repercussion now. You understand what did this happen? So in a McKinney happen. It's so thing and also it is scared some people away then genuine. They are not there. They scare them for letting them go to them villages. They go sit down. You understand, eh? So because of now they do the arrests, can not say people themselves, we not even you can understand say the area outside and shoot that man itself. The electronic shop all the one they all the arresting. You understand? One person will look and say, me, this kind of thing will happen. So I think I have excuse for small, let the McKinney city come together for the car.
Especially when the number just go up to 31, they just the arrest.
Yes. Because the fear say, this will be the next person for them arrest me. So what that go hide first in a village. Forget say we're collecting ID card. And make glad the way the security then can say quickly, swiftly, then say we want the old man go about a normal business. They do not arrest, not coffee another day. It's fine, but let it continue for what? Then give the people then hope. Say yes, there is hope from the security. But if we see nobody they rise, you understand? There is a way we put them feel and say, oh man, yeah, Lord left your force. Right now, yeah, box up. So it affects the people the way we collect and cards them. They even raise that measure. They even raise that issue themselves. At least in one program, if na Hope Radio, McKinney, Stalin Radio, McKinney. Yeah. Yes, that guy in the reports. So people they wait for go take the ID card that day. Police happen Saturday, Saturday night, 9 to 9:30.
Yes, around 8-9.
The next day, Sunday, we'll take the ID card. They're afraid. But come on, afraid. You understand? Because they don't know what's going to happen. So come on, don't go to village safe. Don't go sit down there. You go say, oh, me ID card, no ID card, let no go kill me quick. Me ID card sit down first now. You understand? Eh? So the days they don't lose. Even though they don't catch them, they don't arrest anybody at the South. But that chill affects the day. Young man like we so now, if you work at this safe, last if you work as an after you watch yourself. You understand? Eh? But they look me and call and say, come. Suspect you. And go because investigation. Anymore, we thank God with the security, like the awareness them, the police then come out and quell situation down. We then give them hope, say no, when I go out, do not their business, then that's no happen, no thing and call a fine. But the pray God, I would ask the police and let them do due diligence on the investigation. Let them now look at the social media red kicks. You understand? They don't look at this investigation in politics way, in partisan way. They look in the interest of the country. You understand? They make sure say they investigate perfectly and they brief the people and say this investigation we don't done as so to find out. We as people in Nasigal would welcome them. What's they in the interest of everybody? Or no one letting anything up way people will be for doubt. The reports. You understand? Because if you listen to social media, all man they talk you on. Some man say, what we one gunshot, some man say not 2, some man say not 4. You see? We don't actually know what's the actual thing happen with that man at that point in time. The only people will tell me that the police them. They will tell me. Because the gunshot don't pass 1 to 2 to 4.
Yeah, 4. Because according to police source, we say get na 4, not to 1. 1 day na in aid, we come on in AI. 2 na in body and 1 na in hand.
Well, I mean, say that's what the bullets go, eh?
Yes, from the back, from the passenger seats, now from the back, the person is do the thing.
From the back.
So if you look at that thing there, if you look at them, not to outside and do the firing. Now inside. So he only go get confidence past somebody with Isabi. Because the person open the door must go inside. So now only who that Isabi. Now you go make put up resistance. Imagine a big guy like that one day. If somebody will not sabi the kind of motoka, if now you self person just the kind of motoka, you know put up resistance.
They put up resistance.
So if the investigation get for be clean, it really get for be technical. Because practically we say we not sabi investigation. Person no go carry inside me host no more and not ask a question. Now only who that sabi na go carry inside me host and not care about them. So if person open the motoka go inside, then do am from in back, then it sabi the person.
Because wait, what I guess for me now, school, it's like from the back and neck.
If you watch the one side where they show me, you watch here, you see here, now EI part. If you go and zoom the picture them, you will see one of the mark here. It come up from so and cancel. And according to
I
the
mean,
police source, na 4 dem get am.
does the police source say?
Yes,
Okay.
the police source wey we get na 4 dem get am.
Well, that's
And not to that kind gun wey all man go hear.
Wow. So the one of the guys na silencer, na this, na sniper.
Yeah, the gun can be silencer, but not to sniper na person wey go dey far.
No, but that area is not get of garage.
There you go. There you go.
Where they say
You go there upside, you fire the person.
Get bank of saloon, we get
yes.
Other side, but now just one side no more.
Yes.
Say that out in the call. But that side I not see, but then that's the policeman them. Let do investigation, but I not see go and see sniper if in a high building.
Then one other thing wey you for look.
Yes.
Sniper, for example, sniper they know say this side you dey go there.
Yeah, they go
and
there,
sniper can work for which they get occasion.
Yes.
Now they know say
Sniper
they can't give statements na ya. Sniper don't
yes.
go take one building, it just the focus on outside Sembepie they go team up.
Yes.
Yes. So now so sniper they work. But in the case of this, don't look at critical and rationally. In the case of this man, in family they can fend him.
Yes, for the Easter.
Yes. Look how the thing happen. You know, sometimes they back where God don't say you life the end in the end. First of all, they want eat water no day. Secondly, outside this man in Pekin they want sleep. The place hot. He go out for go buy water and for see how he can get something for like fan for able for can make the Pekin then go for get a comfortable life.
Wonderful.
He go now for go get all of them things and now they go face in unfortunate things so outside this sniper come out. How this sniper don't know say this man they go team up yonder? Then
it make points actually. It make points.
You just need to look and critically. Other things than the food of thought again. This one not going to lead to what we get from the possible into it. But this other thing again, this man na be man where it dey against them cartel them. Then one day they sell push, one day they beat them. It be the beating. And we all know say people and we don't go into them thing and they give a damn. For example, one time in the way somebody send video to we where they catch one of the people who sell the kush. The easy way they catch and they say they get a business, it go Liberia, it go I think they go season and hand. So them big time inside Mutuka, we see that video they back come out. Now me tell the person say we know they support, we know they talk for anybody where they dependent and because they destroy people. So this man been they against them people and they na that part of the country they. So who don't know again what it happen if na the one and they self don't team up against them. And then lastly the other one who the again na pointing finger from the above. That they na the rumor them pointing finger from the above. One video they make rounds right now on the social media. When this guy, recent video of this guy, when he try for talk say, I think people they try for take people the ID card. They say no, una give them the ID card. Everybody get right for vote. You don't see right?
I say yes.
So a lot of people again they point finger to that video. They say that him make them do so.
Not like police station.
Yes.
I mean yes. I see that video there.
Yes.
The issue is very complicated.
Very
complicated.
Now only the man, if God can get alive today, then he will explain what happen. Or the one way do the act.
They do the act. Or they investigate. You get a thorough investigators then.
Jalo.
They go no say.
Jalo. Let me look at investigators them inside the country. And tell me no. Tell me. Oh, the gun them right? The bullet.
Yes, and the gun.
Yes, one of the bullets been there at the Motuka.
But let me tell you, say the thing are close.
Not close. It then inside the Motuka. We see them. The snapper inside the Motuka.
Also, if our bullets.
And guess what? Guess what? Let you know say the information will get na reality. When person fire a bullet from far, not to that one outside the serial number the day inside the Motuka. The side outside the gunpowder the day. Now in the inside the Motuka. You do understand? When you get the gunpowder, you get the sharp mouth. The sharp mouth and you go do the act. The gunpowder sign and the fact and for them right outside and do the act.
Yes, no, so the gunpowder inside the shell. And where they up now and the bullets.
Now they go do the business.
Yes, and they go do the business. So why the shell then for them.
And if they inside the Motuka, how sniper go fire from some side? The thing they inside the Motuka.
You know what they call?
So you see,
You
this
know,
now police information now we get and I analyze to right now. Where it
let me
just
see,
it just tell we because not a thing where they don't bring out and then no one for let this thing come out. But if you look and from you just watch as a journalist, go back and legitimately think. Why how comes the shell for the inside the motorcar?
you're not possible fast. If you fire, gone. I would say if fire the gun, I did the shell for
I
them.
did it for them. So whose outcomes now the
For them,
person
yes.
now can't eat the shell inside the back?
So then
So you see waiting at the talk say not to civilian and they this thing here.
Well, me say me, I don't go say not to civilian and the
You know why? You know why? You get right to your opinion, but you know why I say so? Look at waiting I say the opening to kaka inside. I go only fet somebody where I not sabi. But anybody can open me to kaka inside if I not fet you I sabi you.
Well, that means why we sit down.
Not to the one they will see domo. If you watch, now drive, it drive, go.
Then we must don't see the option.
Yes. Yes.
Because anything they happen safe, na junction.
One person must see.
One person must know say, you tell say, I look watch by the see option and one person must see. Even if not talk safe, you know, we must see. So I believe let me the person don't arrest most of the people and for let them get clue. Let me and the scene.
Honestly,
yes,
honestly, Jalo, innocent people and get for suffer upon this thing.
Of course, anything inside investigation take place, innocent people they suffer. But we don't do nothing. Say we don't do nothing, they suffer because I saw you. I say the one they way good, they suffer for the wicked.
Yeah, the righteous suffer for the wicked.
The wicked. And so when they explain me so now other new you don't tell me so say the open motka can inside.
Watch, go find the video, go find the pictures them again and watch for the shell.
The shell with the man, the shell way they fire the bullet now
inside the
shell for them.
I go watch. I think I don't delete some of them pictures and
they forget the gun.
The serial number, the code of the bullet. He did it.
No, now they know the gun way they fire the bullets because any bullets. Now if na AK they use, if na this they use, they tell you. See this gun here, this bullets na AK they use, and they use it with. This bullets na this they use it with. You understand, eh? So one way because if not that's the issue, we maybe put one away for the sun all and and gets the correct investigation.
Now make us say we will only get the correct information if it lead to somebody else different. But if it lead back internally, we know the get them. You understand how they talk?
Yeah, I understand how they talk, yeah, because it's like a different ball game, a different cattle of fish, a different snare. If internal, it's different. Yes, it's different. So then they left and get the policeman then.
Yes,
then but no more what they say then more, then do a thorough investigation because they lead to other statements then from the social media who they agree right now. Gets remarks.
Yeah, just to see one
just
from waiting descendant union. I don't call it exact tongue in descendant. Well, yes. Just to see and just know. But anyway,
you see, then all
I want to make a disclaimer, especially on the area of this investigation. That's my own opinion, my own waiting,
yes.
And not anything, nothing not get to do with you, Jalo. My own idea, my own word, my own investigation. So I think you don't come and tell me say the police then get the rights to the investigation. So I want to make a very clean how they call a disclaimer because let's just not they not go say you sabi something. So I take responsibility of all of them things and they.
Maybe they now.
Yes. Because if we don't see on program analyze, in as much as you not talk, I sabi the authority what they deal with, bruh.
We look at journalists, they can't keep me go. Maybe if you do. I know ever once if us until we talk now, I record it. Yes. So me what say you do something, I do and genuinely. You understand, eh? Now I don't make a disclaimer. You understand? Also, they say the police then get the authority for the investigation. You understand? But even in discussions, there's got issues there where you know, when you say this is not correcting them or their rights. You say that this is your opinion based on what's happened. Not missing that the correct talk. You understand? Eh? So, an office say pass to get a regime system of policing. No, an office will get a regime system of policing right now under this IGA day. You understand? Eh? Also, they pray for what you want. Also for the situation at present, what you want for the future. although it gets a clean, it's transparent, and it's been called investigation. Because that issue they you don't see on social media where you rampart all someone is saying audio, man, they talk different talk. We don't see one guy they talk saying and then do the thing and then do the act.
Now the
You
drum best
understand?
thing
Eh?
and I
We
don't
don't
ever
see,
see.
yes, we don't see what they talk say, okay, McKinney people there now wait, this and that. All and they now we don't want. We want the authority take charge, take what's it called, make sure see them go into investigation promptly. They not even delay ourselves. Then they come out with a statement say this will happen as thing that will quell the situation. But at least now man get your opinion on social media for the issue we happen McKinney. Man is curious into politics. We're gonna na WhatsApp. Man is say this na politics, this na that. They say McKinney don't tell anybody this issue of disobedience. You see, so that the authority for left, then going to the public, then they think that kind of thinking they, you understand? Eh? So as I say, left to them, and then duty for them, then do them in a prompt way, swiftly. Then they come and talk to people and say, now this and this will find out.
Okay. Thank you very much, Abubakar Singate Jallo, for what you joining inside the program. Please, you really watch. Not forget for like and share the program. We don't come to the end. 519 on YouTube, 144. We don't like. Please don't increase the likes for we. And on Facebook, 193 and with 133 likes. Please share the program for we so most people could get for understand what we don't discuss. In name na Abubakar Singate Jallo, we are the Edman for Solutionist newspaper. We've been taking time for analyze the different issues them where we actually choose for talk about inside the program this morning. And I'll take a disclaimer again. You know, all of the information where they inside this program here, you know, apart from the papers them, we get the headline them, the opinion solely be the property of Weird, and we take responsibility for everything. Thank you very much for joining inside the program, and God bless you. Get yourself a good day.
Yeah, thank you, Ali.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. So thank you also to you who watch the program. The producer for this program, na Elias Abba, we na actually they go all around for get the guest them way they come in in the discussion. Until then, my name is Simbe Pierre, the freedom fighter. God bless you. Country Israeli, where we call Weird.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.